Hello and welcome to Wellbeing Yoga. My name is Karina. I can see there's several people. So thank you so much for being here tonight. Let's begin in a easy cross-legged position on the mat. So find a seat on the mat. Cross your shins. Rest your hands on your knees. Root down through the seat bones. Begin to focus on your breathing. Close your eyes and bring your awareness to how you're feeling right now. Observe your breath. Notice the space around you. And begin to deepen your breath. So inhale as you expand your lower belly, expand your ribcage all the way up to the base of the throat. And as you exhale, contracting all the way down to the lower belly. And again, inhale. Exhale. Both in-breaths and out-breaths through the nose. And as you exhale, create a gentle sound from the back of the throat. This sound is mainly audible to yourself. It is called Ujjayi breathing or victorious breath. And when you're ready, bring the arms over the head. And as you exhale, bring the hands together to your heart in front of your chest, pressing your thumbs and pressing the hands lightly against each other. Set an intention for your practice tonight. Perhaps an intention to stay present in your practice. To achieve a quieter mind and to connect with your best self. So inhale again deeply, bring the arms over the head, lengthen, and as you exhale, begin to fold forward. Place the hands down on the floor and walk your hands. Let the head go. Feel the stretch to the shoulder blades, perhaps the lower back. Gently walk your hands to your right side. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and as you exhale, rest the forehead down onto the floor. Slowly walk your hands to the center and now to the other side. Inhale, and as you exhale, fold forward. And slowly come back to the center. Find now tabletop position. So this is on our hands and knees position. on all fours. So spread the fingers wide and press the weight mainly between your index finger and your thumb. Press the hands firmly on the mat. Index fingers pointing forward. Knees under your hips and shoulders, and hands under your shoulders. Hold in tabletop position as you firm up the body. Long neck, gazing down towards the mat. Hold for the next few breaths. Remember to use your Ujjayi breathing and stay present during your practice as much as you can. Noticing any sensations in the body. As you inhale now, bring the tailbone high, open the chest forward, long neck. As you exhale, bring your chin close to your chest, round your spine and bring your tailbone in. Inhale, bring the tailbone high, open chest. Exhale, bring the chin to your chest. Inhale, arching the spine, looking forward. Exhale, rounding the spine, tailbone in, push the mat away and feel your shoulder blades opening. Inhale, back again, looking forward, arch the spine. And exhale, return to tabletop position. From tabletop position, extend your back left leg. Keep the foot flexed, engaging the whole of the body, firming up the core, activating the back leg. Listen to your breath. On the next inhale, bring the right arm up. Extend it. Palm facing in. Keep the back leg in line with the right arm. Find your balance, find your breath. And when you're ready, return to tabletop position, well done. Extend now the right leg. Keep it in line with the rest of the spine, and when you're ready, extend the left arm out. Balancing table, push through the heel, long neck, focus on your breath. Find your inner balance and find your balance on the mat. Mindful breath and mindful movement. Exhale, return to table position. Extend now the left leg. Stay here on your toes and push your heel back to give the calf muscle a nice stretch. So keep pressing your hands on the mat. Send the heel back. Feel the nice stretch. And gently return to your table position. Extend now the opposite leg on your toes, pressing, sending your right heel away from you. Perhaps close your eyes while you're holding the position and focus entirely on the sensations. One more breath. And gently return to tabletop. From here, bring your right arm up Begin to twist slightly as you face towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, thread the arm under the left arm. Bring your right shoulder down to the mat. Take your time as you do this, there's no rush. And walk your left hand to the top of the mat. Perhaps keep your hand on spider fingers. Feel the twist through your spine and feel the stretch through the right shoulder. Keep your hips lifted. Keeping your awareness in the practice. Let your breath be the anchor to the present. Connecting the body with the mind through the breath. Inhale now, bring the left arm up and place the hand on your left shoulder. Begin now to make some circles. Outward circles with the left elbow, rotating your left shoulder. Come back to the center. When you're ready, let go. And now place the left hand with palm facing outward all the way back to your lower back, or maybe take hold of your right thigh. Hold here. Breathe deeply. Feel the stretch now through both shoulders. And when you're ready, very gently release. Return to tabletop position. Inhale now as you bring the left arm up, open up the chest to the side, look up towards the ceiling, and as you exhale, bring the left arm onto the right until your left shoulder is down on the mat. When you're ready, walk your right hand to the top of the mat. Keep the hips lifted. Try to relax as much as you can in the pose. Bring now the right hand to your right shoulder and make some outward circles with your right elbow. Inhaling, exhaling as the elbow goes down. Integrating the breath with the movement. Release now and bring the hand all the way back to your lower back, or perhaps taking hold of the top of your left thigh. Slowly, gently now, return to your tabletop position, all fours pose. From here now, very slowly, bring the knees out as far as your body allows. Bring the big toes together to touch. As you exhale, send your hips down towards the heels. And walk your hands forward. Rest your forehead on the mat and relax your chest. If there is tightness on your hips and perhaps it is difficult to achieve this position, you may want to place one fist on top of the other and then rest your forehead here in case you don't have a block nearby. If you are in the other position, feel your shoulder blades opening. Soften your chest as much as you can. This is extended child's pose or hare position. So this is the position where you can return if at some point during your practice tonight you need to have a little break. Walk now your hands towards the left Perhaps place one hand on top of the other. Inhale to lengthen, and as you exhale, bring the chest down towards the mat. Continue to bring energy through the sit bones down towards the heels and feel the stretch to the right side of the body. Slowly return, come back to the center, and now walk your hands to the right. Place the left hand on top of the right. Inhale to open the chest, and as you exhale, rest the chest down. Create resistance as you send your hips down and back. One more breath. And gently, slowly return to tabletop. So from tabletop position, we're going to move into downward facing dog. So tuck the toes. Push the mat away through the hands, pushing the hands on the mat. Lift the knees and send the hips back and up. Here, feel free to bend the knees as much as you need, or perhaps send the hips, as you send the hips back and up, keep both legs straight. Sending the energy down through your heels, heavy toes. And now send the weight towards the heels, so very heavy heels and very light toes. If you would like to modify this position, bend the knees and bend them as deep as you wish. And if you bend the knees, then press firmly on the toes. Lengthen the spine as you push the mat away. As you exhale, move into downward facing dog with straight legs. Don't worry if your heels are not touching the mat, but send the energy towards the heels. Keep the arms in line with your ears. Send your navel in towards the spine and continue to lift the tailbone high. Engage the muscles of the legs. As you inhale now, bring the right leg up. Keep the foot flexed. Send the hip of the standing leg back and the hip of the lifted leg forward so that both hips are in line. As you exhale, point through the right toes, bend the right knee, shift the shoulders over the knuckles of your hands and keep the knee close to your chest. You're on your left toes, your knee is lifted. And return to downward facing dog. Remember, you can always take a little break by coming back to your hare position. If you want to go back to your hare position, let the knees be wide, toes to touch, big toes touching, and as you exhale, send your hips down and relax here. If you're still holding in downward facing dog, well done. Bring the left leg up now. Keep both hips square. So send the hip of your standing leg back and the hip of the lifted leg forward. Press through the heel of the lifted leg. As you exhale, bend the knee, shift the shoulders over the knuckles of the hands. Keep the knee lifted and close to your chest. Perhaps close your eyes here. Listen to your breath. Ujjayi breathing. And And as you exhale, very gently return to downward facing dog. Moving now into a high plank, shift the shoulders forward and perhaps slide the feet a little bit further away towards the back of the mat. Your shoulders are over the knuckles of the hands. For modified plank, bring the knees down behind your hips. Hold here and very, very gently, very slowly send your elbows back as your chest comes closer to the mat. Very slowly, very gently, with control. And inhale, push up. Well done. Once more, inhale. And as you exhale, elbows back, arms close to your ribs. Untuck now the toes, point through the toes, and keep your upper chest lifted. We are in a baby cobra position. So point through the toes as much as you can. Engage your glutes. Long neck, perhaps look at the top of the mat. Push down on the mat through the pubic bone. And exhale, relax the chest down. Make a pillow with your arms and shake your hips. Rock them a little bit from side to side. Extend now the arms in front of you. Begin now to point through the toes, engage your legs. And imagine you've been pulled with a rope from the fingers and the toes. So we're going to bring energy through the body, through the legs, through the arms. And as you inhale, begin to bring both legs up, pointing through the toes. As you exhale, bring the hands alongside the body. Feel the strength through the legs. The glutes are strong, engaged. The arms are strong. Hold for a few more breaths here. And as you exhale with control, come down to the mat. Maybe rock the hips a little bit from side to side. Interlace the fingers now behind your spine, on your lower back. Keep the forehead down on the mat, and as you inhale, begin to point the toes, lifting the chest. Your hands are interlaced. Feel the shoulder blades coming closer together. Continue to lift. So remember, if you need to take a little break, that's fine. Always listen to your body, to what feels right. And exhale, relax. Release the hands, rock from side to side. And slowly now push the mat away. Come back into a table position. From table, tuck the toes, push the mat away, send your hips back and up. Feel free to have a little bend on the knees if there is tightness on your hamstrings. And now come up to your toes while you are in your downward facing dog as much as you can. Send your chest close to your thighs. And you always have the option to bend the knees deeply here, to whatever degree feels right for you. If your legs are straight, continue to send your chest towards your thighs. And as you exhale now, begin to pedal, crossing one knee over the other leg. So crossing, coming onto your toes, Maybe adding a little twist and cross one leg over the other. Push down through the heel of the straight leg as you do this. Integrating your breath in the movement. Inhaling on your toes, exhaling heel down. Being fully aware, fully present, mindful of the movement, of the sensations, and return to downward facing dog. Come onto your toes again, bend your knees, look up towards your hands and step forward to meet your hands. Stay in a forward fold. Send your tailbone high. Shift the weight towards your toes. So the heels are very light here and your toes are heavy. Let the head go and feel free again to listen to your body always, and if necessary, bend the knees. We are lengthening the spine. So do whatever option feels best for you. There's no right or wrong, as long as you are listening to the wisdom of your body. Place now your hands under your feet, palms facing up. So placing the hands, the soles of the feet on top, the heels are on the mat. Feel the deep stretch through the hamstrings. And here you may want to use your toes to massage your wrists and let the weight of your body press on your hands. Let the elbows go wide as your body allows here. If you wish to deepen the fold, using the energy of the arms to send your body closer to the legs. Or you may be here with your knees bent. Both options are absolutely fine. And now gently release. Bend the knees deeply. Send your hips back and down. And as you inhale, bring the arms up in line with your ears into a chair position, Utkatasana it's called. Hold here, as if you were being pulled from the hips back and down. The weight of your body is now on your heels. So you should be able here to move your toes. You should also be able to have a look to see your toes past your knees. So have a quick glance if you like, to make sure that your knees are not going too far. And then keep your arms lifted, spread the fingers wide. A couple more breaths. And as you exhale, when you're ready, bring the hands down to the mat, straighten the knees out, the legs out. Let the head go. Feel free to add a little bend on the knees. And as you inhale now, press the toes firmly on the mat. Engage your core and make a big circle with your arms as the palms touch the very top. Long spine. As you exhale, swan dive forward. Big circle with your hands, with your arms. Send the weight towards your toes and hinge at your hips for your forward fold. Fingers touch the mat. On the next inhale, into a halfway lift, place the hands on the sides of the legs. And inhale, lengthen forward, long neck. Keep your body parallel as much as you can to the floor. lengthening through the crown of the head. Exhale, forward fold. Place the hands down on the mat. On the next inhale, press your toes firmly on the mat. Engage your core. Make a big circle with the arms, palms touch, and perhaps add a little back bend. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Place the hands down on the mat. Soft knees if necessary. As you inhale, step back with your left foot, big step back. Keep the back back knee lifted into runner's lunge. You have the option here to bring the back knee down or keep it lifted. Inhale, press the right toes firmly on the mat. Make a big circle with the arms until the hands touch. Hold your balance. And remember, you always have the option to lower the back knee. Exhale, bring a big circle, make a big circle with the arms. Place the left hand on the inside of the right foot and bring the right arm up now. Reaching high, spread the fingers wide for a twist. Gaze at your right thumb or maybe gaze forward. Exhale, come back to your runner's lunge. As you inhale, step back with the right foot into a high plank. Like we did earlier, you may want to stay here or bring the knees down into a modified plank. Inhale, exhale, lower the body only halfway. And inhale to push up. Exhale, lower the body halfway. Send the elbows back. Elbows in contact with the rib cage. And inhale up. Tuck the toes, send the hips back and up, and here perhaps shorten the stance by stepping forward a little bit with your feet. Send the hips back and up into your downward facing dog, also called Adho Mukha Svanasana. Heavy heels, bend the knees as much as you need if necessary. Bring the navel in towards your back, high tailbone, strong legs. Inhale, come onto your toes. Exhale, bend the knees. Look towards your hands and step forward into forward fold. Shift the weight onto your toes. High tailbone. Let the head go. Inhale, press the toes firmly onto the mat. Make a big circle with the arms. Long spine, palms touch. Exhale, swan dive forward, hinging from the hips. Lengthening as much as you can with control, mindfully. Soften the knees if you like. Place the hands firmly on the mat, and on the next inhale, step back with the right leg. Big step back into your runner's lunge. So here feel free to maybe sink the hip as much as it feels right for you, always listening to your body. You have the option of bringing the knee down, keeping it lifted. On the next inhale, press the left foot firmly on the mat. Inhale, make a big circle with the arms. Palms touch. Strong back leg, or keep the back knee lowered onto the mat. Exhale, make a big circle with the arms. Runner's lunge. Keep now the right hand on the inside of the left foot. And as you exhale, open up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist a bit more. Gaze at your left thumb. This can be done as well with your knee down, so either option is fine. Pick the one that best serves you tonight in your practice. Finding your inner balance. Exhale, slowly, gently place the hand down on the mat. Return into your downward facing dog. So adjust the feet slightly, bringing them closer to you. If you find your downward dog is challenging like this, try to perhaps bring the feet wider apart, maybe as wide as your mat. So it is the same downward facing dog, but with wide legs. And this might help relax your hamstrings, lengthen the spine, is what we want to achieve here. Keeping the back in a neutral position. So try both options and see which one is best for you. Slowly, maybe heel toe the feet until they are hip distance apart. And as you exhale, walk your hands this time towards your feet. Bend the knees as much as you need. Forward fold. And as you inhale, bend the knees, press the toes on the mat. Big circle up, palms touch. And as you exhale, hands in front of your heart, Anjali Mudra. So we're going to continue with the practice. Find a seated position on the mat again. Extend now both legs out in front of you. Relax the shoulders down and feel rooted down. If you have a block and you prefer to sit on a block or on a blanket, feel free to do so, as that might help if you have perhaps tendency to have a more rounded spine when you sit. So try that and see how that feels. So both legs straight in front of you. Flex the feet, engage in the muscles of the thighs. Inhale now, bring the arms over the head, relax the shoulders. We are in an extended stick pose. So continue to lift the chest. Perhaps close your eyes and listen to your breath. Your Ujjayi breathing. The victory of a quiet mind over a busy and restless mind. So feeling mindful, being here now, noticing everything happening in the body, in the mind. Allowing the mind just for this practice tonight to simply just let any thoughts on the side and focus entirely on what you're doing right now and on the sensations. So inhale and lift a bit more through the spine. I'm going to just change position. We're going to do a forward fold. So inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, we're going to do this in stages. So begin here to bring your belly in contact with the upper thighs. Inhale, reach forward a bit more. Continue to flex the feet. Try to keep the legs as straight as possible. Inhale and continue to reach forward, hinging always at the hips. As you exhale, relax and fold a bit deeper and continue inhaling, reaching forward. And it doesn't matter how low your body is getting here. Yoga is not about attaining anything. It is about the process. It's self-transformation and exploration. So just stay wherever feels right. If you have reached the maximum here, place the hands on the mat, perhaps on your legs, and then continue to lengthen the spine. In any case, here continue with this process of thinking of space and length, breathing in and relaxing a bit more with each exhale. Once you have found the maximum degree of a fold, let the head go, hang. Listen to your breath and listen to all the messages coming from the body. Notice the areas that feel tight or tense, or just simply enjoy the stretch to the legs, to the lower back. One more breath and inhaling now when you're ready. Very gently, very slowly coming back up. Well done. Now let the legs go as wide as your body allows naturally without forcing it. And rotate the pelvis in an anterior way. So rotate it forward. Keep the feet flexed. If you feel more comfortable sitting on a blanket or on a block, please go ahead and try that if you have it nearby. Otherwise, think of this tilt of the pelvis as if you were trying to stick out the butt a little bit. So stay here and now very gently begin to bring your weight forward, leaning forward and being very mindful of all the sensations through the abductors, the inside of your thighs, very, very gently, taking your time here. If this is where you are, this is perfect. Wherever you are is perfect in your practice. I'm just here to give you some small guidance, but it is you who needs to know exactly, who chooses how far to go. Once you have reached the maximum degree of a stretch, let the head go. And it is when we hold in a yoga position that we get all the benefits. When we learn to let go, when we learn to surrender to what it is. So while you're holding in any position, send love and healing to any areas where you feel in the stretch. And normally those areas are the ones that need the most care and attention. So send in loving thoughts. Wherever your attention goes, your energy flows and goes. So focus on where it is most needed now. Slowly now begin to come out of your pose very gently. Place the hands behind your knees. Bring the knees closer together, just a little bit apart. Place the hands behind you and begin to bring the knees from one side to the other as you look in the opposite direction. Remember to breathe, integrating your breath. Make your yoga practice resemble a meditation, being fully aware of being here and now and of what you're feeling. Now, extend both legs. Bring your left knee close to your chest. Lengthen the spine as you press it against your chest. And when you're ready, let the knee go down towards the mat. The left heel is in contact with your right leg. Move very slightly now your shoulders to face the extended leg in front of you. And when you're ready, bring the arms over the head. Relax the shoulders, spread the fingers wide. Inhale, lengthen a bit more, finding a bit more space. And when you're ready, begin to fold. Your abdomen touches the top of the thigh. Pause for a moment, and we're going to continue doing just like we did earlier with our forward fold. Inhale, reaching forward over the right leg. Inhaling, reaching forward. And as you exhale, relaxing a bit more. Continue to your own degree. If your hands are here now, if you have reached your maximum, stay here. Use the pressure of the hands to lengthen a bit more, always finding new space. Think of your spine being very long. Rather than reaching down, think of reaching further away forward. And in your own time, continue inhaling, exhaling. Even if you have stopped and you have found the maximum degree of stretch, try to make these small micro adjustments, finding new space. And again, once you have found that place where you feel you have reached the maximum, then relax, let the head go. Enjoy the stretch. So rather than being passively, just think of breathing in, finding a bit more length, exhaling. How much can you let go and relax? One more breath. And slowly begin to walk your hands back up. Extend now the opposite leg very gently. Bring your right knee close to your chest. Lengthen the spine. As you exhale, let the knee go down. Place your shoulders to find your left leg here. Perhaps think of twisting from the navel. Bring the arms up over the head, and as you exhale, begin to reach forward, doing this always in stages, taking your time. Inhale, reach a bit more. Exhale down. Inhale a bit more. As you have found the right place here for you. And if you're looking for a bit more intensity, perhaps try to bring the knee that is bent closer to the floor. If you're looking for a bit more intensity on the back of the leg, then push through the heel. Flatten the leg as much as you can against the floor. And very slowly begin to walk your hands back up. Well done. Release the leg that is bent. Keep the knees bent. We're going to do now our boat position. So keep the hands behind you, fingers pointing forward. So we're going to begin with a modification, as it's good that you try all the different options you have when you do a pose. So place your hands on the back of your knees and let the shoulders relax back. So as you're leaning back, don't add too much pressure through the hands, but mainly let the torso go back here. And you will feel like your core is being activated, engaged. And if this is enough for you, then stay here. If you're looking for a bit more intensity, then place the hands behind you and bring the legs up. Keep the legs in line with the mat. Perhaps you prefer to extend the arms. Keep the legs in line, parallel to the floor. Inhale now, and as you exhale, bend one knee, extending the other. Inhale, exhale. You can do this as well here, or even placing your hands here. So go for the option that best helps you, serves you tonight. It's your practice. Continue to do this as you bring the hands together, as in a praying position. Interlace all the fingers except the index. Come back to stillness now in both. Inhale, lengthen, and as you exhale, twist to your side. I'm twisting to my right side first here. Inhale to the center, exhale to the left. And inhale to the center, exhale to the right. Inhale to the center, exhale to the left. Well done. Bring the soles of the feet to touch. Hold your ankles. And bring your heels close to you. So toes pointing forward, heels in, long spine. Send now the energy through the knees down towards the mat. Press here, sending your chest forward. So imagine there is like a hand behind you, guiding you to send the chest a little bit further away, out, forward. Tuck your chin slightly back and in. Lengthen through the crown of the head. Deepen your breath as much as you need. Ujjayi breath, perhaps close your eyes. This is an active pose, so our shoulders, our arms are strong. We are bringing here the knees down towards the mat, so we're not relaxed, but we are active. And release the ankles when you're ready. Find now a lying down position on the mat. And if you're at home and you have a bolster or a big cushion, it might be a very good idea to place it under your knees to allow for a nice long spine on the mat. Otherwise, let the feet here be wide, finding corpse position. Bring the shoulder blades closer together. As you exhale, relax the shoulders down. But I have changed my mind and we're going to do a quick stretch before we go into our corpse. Sorry about that. So bring the knees up, cross the right over the left, take hold somewhere along the legs and press, bring your legs towards you, pull in and feel the stretch through the right hip, the right glute area. So pulling as strongly or as lightly as you wish. Always adjusting the practice to your needs. We use yoga to get into the body and not the other way around. Now cross the legs and now bring the left over the right. And pull towards you. Perhaps flex through the feet and notice what happens as you do this compared to just relaxing the feet. It's always about exploring the different options, the different possibilities. Release and now keep the knees bent and lifted. Extend the arms. And as you exhale, bring both knees to your left side to a spinal twist. Try to keep one knee over the other and look over your right arm. Try to keep both shoulders on the mat. So again, here feel free to maybe bring the legs a little bit higher, closer to you, to the left arm. If you're looking for a bit more intensity. Now gently again back to the center and to the other side. Both knees to the right side, looking down to the left. slowly return to the center. Hug your knees, holding your shins. Bring your chin close to your knees and maybe rock from side to side a little bit. Chest closer to your thighs. And exhale, relax. Now, yes, it's time for a corpse shavasana position, finding stillness in the body. So let the feet be wide. Let the arms be wide, palms facing up. Perhaps inhale and exhale with a long, heavy sigh. Once you have found your comfortable position in corpse pose, close your eyes and begin to invite stillness into the body and into the mind. Shavasana is our time to learn to let go, to find stillness. To feel in this place where you leave away your physical, your everyday world, and you just move into a space of unity and oneness with everything around you. So begin by observing your breath without controlling or changing it in any way. Simply observe your breathing. And feel and notice the rise and fall of your chest. Your full attention is on your breath. Bring now your attention to the air around you and to the temperature as you're breathing in. Feel the air coming in through your nostrils. Feel its coolness. And then feel the slightly warmer air as you're breathing out. Feel your body in absolute stillness and feel its solidity against the floor. And with each breath you take, feel lighter, visualizing breathing in through your eyebrow center. So relax your forehead. Relax your facial muscles as you're breathing in and out. And for the next few minutes, simply be. When you are ready now, begin to wake up. Bring in some small movements into the toes, the hands, Maybe the hips, maybe the shoulders. Bring your knees to your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Let go of the knees and roll over your side when you're ready in your own time. Push the mat away. Come back to sit. Perhaps keep your eyes closed to keep your full attention inward. When you are ready, bring the arms over the head. Inhale, maybe bringing the chin up. Ready to welcome all the blessings coming into your life. And as you exhale, hands together to your heart. Namaste. So thank you very much for joining. I hope you enjoyed the practice tonight. And I hope somebody's still asking other people. If not, feel free to watch this anytime you like. It's been great to be here with you all, and I wish you all